Hi, today we're going to try a variation of two different types of gammon. One's going to be boiled, one's going to be in the oven. And to complement that, we're going to do potato, carrots, spinach, a little bit of double cream, some sugar, breadcrumbs are needed, a little bit of nutmeg, and I think it'll be a really exciting dish. So we take our gammon, we're going to cut it in half, we're going to place half on a baking tray, and we're also going to put the oven on at 220°C. We're also going to put a pot of water on and place the other half of the gammon in there, place it on a lid over the top and let that boil. In the meantime, we're going to make ourselves a little bit of coating for the gammon that's going to go into the oven, which is basically going to consist of some breadcrumbs, brown sugar and some olive oil. And we're going to mix that all up and make that into a nice sort of sauce. This is basically going to coat our gammon. Once you finish mixing it all up, pour it over the gammon, make it nice and even, spread it around. Once you're happy with that, put it in the oven, and it will sit in the oven for roughly about 40 minutes. And in the meantime, you're going to place the other bit of gammon into a pot, place a lid on top, and let it just boil away for about 30 minutes. Before I put our gammon into the water, I'm just going to give it a little bit of seasoning. Try to use something that's not too salty, because remember, gammon does have a fair bit of salt already. Place that into the pot, put the lid on top, and let that sit there and boil. Like I said, for about 25-30 minutes. So I now have another pot with boiling water. I've added new potatoes and some peeled baby carrots. We're going to leave them there for about another 15 minutes. Put the lid on top and let those boil away nicely. After 15 minutes has passed, light up another flame, put another pot on with baby spinach and a very small amount of water. Put the lid on top and let that just wilt and cook itself down. Maybe add a little bit of salt if you want, salt, pepper, whatever you feel. I just put a little bit of salt and let it just sit there for another 5 to 10 minutes. In the meantime, take the meat out of the oven, lay that on the side, let it rest for 5 minutes. Then take the lid off the spinach and add in some cream and just keep mixing it and mixing it until it's really nice and soft. Try not to let the cream boil, so just turn it down if you need to. We should now be in a position to plate up. So if we take our potatoes and carrots, what I also did, I drained all the water from the carrots and potato. I put in a large knob of butter and gave it a good mix around, so it gave the carrots and the potato a nice soft feel. So once your potatoes and carrots are on your plate, slice up a little bit of the gammon. I'm actually slicing the one that was in the boiling pot. Then I'm going to slice up a few pieces of the one that was in the oven. We're going to place them on our plate, and then after that we're going to add some of the spinach. As I'm adding the spinach, ensure that you try to drain any excess fluid or excess cream so it's not too watery on the plate. So just use your spoon, push away any fluid if there is much, and place your spinach on. So in the end, this is what it looks like plated up. Absolutely lovely dish. I think for me personally, because I'm in the UK, I would put a bit of applesauce on there, maybe a little bit of gravy on the potatoes, but it really tasted nice. I like the spinach with the cream, and thank you to my friends Simon and Michelle for recommending this dish for me all the way from Denmark. Pleasure to cook it. Really good dish, really nice. Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. Can't wait to cook it again. Cheers, guys.